what is your impression so far? If you've either watched my previous live streams playing Battlefield 6, or maybe it's your first time watching it, or you've played it before, what are your impressions? Your first impressions when you first got into Battlefield 6. What was your first impression of the game? Did you enjoy it? Were you not a fan? Were you just kind of like, I think I'm going to go back to Call of Duty if you're a Call of Duty player and you're playing Battlefield for the first time? Or maybe this is something you've been looking forward to, such as me. I've been looking forward to Battlefield for a hot minute. Battlefield 2042 was such a huge letdown for me. So I'm pretty pumped about Battlefield 6. And I want you to tell me, do you think Call of Duty or Battlefield, who's winning the FPS war this year? Let me know in the comments as well. So let me know your thought process on that, because I'm generally curious. There's been so much hype around Battlefield 6. There's been a lot. There's been a lot of Call of Duty players jumping into Battlefield, and there's been a lot of shit talking with Battlefield players that are true to their core Battlefield gameplay versus Call of Duty's core Battlefield gameplay. So you got two very different player bases, kind of like just duking it out with each other. And you got Call of Duty players shitting on Battlefield players, and more so Battlefield players shitting on Call of Duty players, because Call of Duty players, when they come into Battlefield and they start thinking that they can play like they can while they're playing Warzone over in Battlefield, you just can't. They're two totally different games. So Battlefield players, it seems like there's a lot of shit talking there, and they're totally just ransacking Call of Duty players like crazy. And I think it's driving a majority of the Call of Duty player base, more so the streamers. I think it's driving them nuts because they can't play like they can over in Battlefield when they're playing Call of Duty. But we're going to jump into it, and I invite you all to join me right now. Did I get him? Okay.
Objective Delta is
the problem
under
with
our
Battlefield is if you don't play as a team, you're not going to win. Okay? So you have to have medics. You have to have ground troops, right? You got to have all the key features involved if you want to be successful and if you want to win. And your medics are so important. They're so...
Need a medic!
And I need a medic. Okay. All right. We're good.
We need defensive support on a marked objective.
See these maps when it comes
Enemies are
to
attacking objective Delta.
when it comes to sniper fire, doing recon on these maps, I don't know. That may not be the best bet. There it is. Oh. All right. Slow it down.
Hostile forces have maintained control.
Objective marked. We need you.
I gotta get used to being a sniper here.
Medic!
See, that's gonna piss me off, man. Like you've got to have medics. You have to. Come on. How many shots? What? Was he up there? Hold on. Yeah, he is. He's in the building there. How did he get up there?
Find a way to win.
He's right up here. Shit! He's inside that building right there. How did he... I need to get on rooftops. Those are probably COD players sitting at the top of the roofs.
Control and neutralize any hostile targets.
Yes. Yes. Hitching the ride when the tank. No. Come back. God damn it.
We have experienced an early setback. Refocus and strike back.
Nice. Come on. Was he seriously like right there? I could not see him.
Need a medic!
Medic! Where's the fuck? Where's the medic? Where?
Neutralize.
Yep. Oh. You see all that destruction?
Forces are attacking Charlie.
Yeah. That's classic Battlefield right there. Classic. I'm going to... Can't even go to headquarters. Come on.
Objective Charlie has been lost.
Might have to up this sensitivity just a pinch.
There's a hostile tank operating west of your current position. Be careful.
Oh shit! These guys were like literally right up my ass, man.
Hostile tank in the mission area. Over.
There it is.
Hostile still control more objectives.
Got him. Dead. I was gonna say 2 kills maximum.
Move to attack the marked objective.
Yeah. 2-shot maximum. That's how it always should be. Yep, there they are.
We must recover the mission. Hostiles are close
Got
to
him.
victory.
Alright. Never played this map before, so...
Support is needed on the marked objective.
Yeah.
Objective Charlie
Yeah.
has been seized by hostiles.
Got him. Ah, took his dog tag. First time ever. Like and subscribe to the channel. Second one. Yes. If I get one more. Yep. Oh! I was going for my third dog tag. That was actually kind of badass. That's the first 2 times that I've actually went to go take somebody's dog tags. That's awesome.
The enemy have taken
Now I
Delta.
noticed that right off the bat, this game it's not as responsive as I'd like it to be. Seems a little
Alpha has been
like just a
captured by hostiles.
millisecond or 2 behind. Oh my! Oh! Oh! I must be in their spawn or something. Yeah, I'm in their... I'm all up in their shit. There's no way.
Hostiles.
Get him. That's mine. Ah!
Be advised. Objective
I used to... Dude, I used to love taking dog tags off of people, man. That's like the ultimate, like,
Our
totally...
troops are attacking Delta.
That's like the ultimate disrespect to just sneak up behind somebody and take their dog tag. That's like, it's such classic Battlefield. I used to love doing that.
Hey, you stay with me. Come on.
Let's see here. So, I mean, what are my recap on Battlefield? Because I'm not. Today's the last day. I think I've understand, you know, what they're trying to do here. So, as far as how I feel about the game itself right now, I think the game has a lot of potential. I think it's way better than Battlefield 2042 right now, because Battlefield 2042 was just such a letdown to not just me, but to a lot of Battlefield players. And I think they under-delivered on that one. I think the Battlefield trailer for Battlefield 2042 gave us a lot more than what the game was actually willing to offer. So I think that was misleading. But this one feels a little different. This one feels like more like Battlefield Bad Company 2. And that's the last Battlefield that I played. That's what this one feels like. To me, it does. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way, but to me, it does. It feels just like Battlefield Bad Company 2 in a way. The best map that I played so far was that Big Law map, where it's like the biggest map in the game. I don't remember the actual name of it. You can fly jets and helicopters in. That to me is it is a fun map because it's so big and it's a sniper's paradise. And you know, I am big into sniping in Battlefield. That's like one of my favorite things to do. We didn't get a chance to really tackle that as I wanted to tonight, but you know, that was probably my favorite map. My second favorite map is, I think, Brooklyn. I actually really like that map too. Favorite gun, I think the best gun I think I've had so far is I really like the sniper rifle and the SMGs. Not really too keen on the ARs just yet. I think I think I'm going to be, if I am a runner gunner, I'm going to be an SMG player with this Battlefield. So I'd say SMG classes are so far my favorite, and then my ultimate favorite is probably the sniper rifle. And they obviously got to have a lot more to choose from at launch day, because just having the one sniper with just limited attachments is kind of a letdown, because you're like, oh, just give me like one more sniper to play with. But obviously they can't do that. It's the beta. They're just trying to give you a little bit of something to look forward to, right? And do I think Battlefield 6 has staying power? And when I say staying power, do I feel like it's going to stick around and actually deliver a really good game? I think so. I think it will. I think it has a lot of potential to be very competitive, especially with Black Ops 7, because that's where it's going to have to compete with. What's going to be the best part of Battlefield is going to be their BR. Their battle royale is going to be the one thing that I feel is going to keep them going. And if the battle royale is done right, if it's done correctly, it's going to give Warzone a run for its money. And I think it will. So if they have the ability to make that really good, as far as like the mechanical aspects of it, the weapons, instead of gas, you have fire, and how they're actually going to put it into play. So, Warzone's got buy stations. Warzone has custom loadouts. Warzone has all these, things that, as far as like the ground looting is concerned, it's they're going to have to be better than that. So I think, like, to be competitive, maybe not have buy stations, just either have custom loadouts from the get-go, or, just go with ground loot and find weapons that way. I don't know how they're going to do it. So I think it does have the power to be very competitive with Call of Duty, and that's going to be their number one competitor, obviously, is Call of Duty. But do I feel that Black Ops 7 is going to fail? No, it's not going to fail. Black Ops 7 is not going anywhere in terms of dying out. I actually kind of feel at this state of Battlefield 6 right now, if you directly compare Battlefield 6 to Black Ops 7, when it comes to movement, Black Ops 6 is, let's just say Call of Duty. When it comes to movement in Battlefield, I actually like the movement in Battlefield, but I really enjoy the movement in Call of Duty. The smoothness and just how reactive it is. The negative thing that I've experienced so far with this game is I've experienced the movement not being very good to me. The movement is very slow to me. It's still kind of heavy. It's not like Rainbow Six heavy. That's really heavy movement. But I know we're in beta mode right now, but it feels like it's not very reactive. It's not explosive in a way, not like Call of Duty is. So I know it's a very different game, but I wish they would work on the movement to be just a little bit more reactive. Call of Duty probably has the best movement in any first-person shooter I've ever seen. I'm sure everything on launch day will be fixed. There will be bugs. There will be issues as far as like, people trying to get into the servers and get into lobbies and stuff. And there's always issues with every brand new AAA studio game because everybody's playing it. The same with Call of Duty. I mean, when that game drops, there's going to be a ton of issues with that one too. It's usually like that for the first, couple weeks. Then things start to get fixed and things start to feel a little bit more better in terms of how the game is played and just, connection and everything else. So yeah, I'm excited. I think the only thing I'm really, I understand what Battlefield's all about right now, as far as like the movement and everything and just everything about it. I get it. I see what they're trying to do. I am really looking forward to both multiplayer, all the weapons, all the attachments, and everything that this game has to offer on launch day. But the battle pass and everything, all the skins and just everything, right? So I'm really looking forward to that. But I think what's going to keep this game really pushing at it and really just shining at its core is going to be their battle royale. Everybody's going to be wanting to play that. And that's going to determine whether or not, in my opinion, that's going to determine how much Warzone's going to be able to stick around. I don't see Warzone going away. I don't see anything about Call of Duty in general just going away. But for them to say it's too big to fail, that's what I don't like when they say shit like that. Oh, this game is too big to fail. Yeah, well, if you still have cheaters in your game, guess where they're going to go? People are going to quit Call of Duty. They're going to go to Battlefield. And if they're sick to death of it, if they're sick of it, they're sick of cheaters, they're sick of how the game performs. And if they know that Battlefield is a better designed towards the player and not towards, catering towards cheaters. And it's what it feels like. Call of Duty, it just feels like they're catering towards the hacker. It feels like hackers have the advantage. Whereas in Battlefield, it feels like, the player has more, the actual real player that's doing things right. It feels like they have the advantage. And it feels like they're tackling the cheating issue, and I know Battlefield's trying to do the best they can to prevent cheating in their game. Overall experience with this game has been very positive. I did not play a lot of it. Some people put in 20, 30, 40, 100 plus hours of the beta. And so far, it's looking like it's going to be very promising. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.